Hello survivors, I'm the Survivalist, and welcome to Tribe Primitive Builder. Back in early to mid-October, the developers behind Tribe either the developers or the publishers reached out to me through the channel's email and offered me a chance to take a look at Tribe. Unfortunately, I was planned into the Halloween stuff, so I couldn't really do it right as soon as I got that, but because of the generosity and the outreach from the team behind Tribe who reached out to me, I wanted to try to get this as timely as possible to be done. And so, that's why I'm bringing it right now as a main series for the channel for a few weeks to check it out and go over it. Along with the generosity of getting the game, or a key to show off the game, they also put out a press release that I want to read through a little bit with you guys and go over, because it's got some interesting notes to make of it. So this released back on October 12th, 2023, so it has been out for a little bit of a while now, and it's been out for... Right now, it seems like it's just on Steam, but there are plans that they will try to see about maybe getting it out on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS platforms sometime in the future. They don't really have a time frame yet, but I think it's kind of like, let's get the PC version working good and firm, and with that foundation made, then we can go on to console stuff. Ironically, kind of like how Called Wild the Angler, as I talked about with that series coming back, it felt like it was almost like released early on a PC to get it prepped for consoles. But we'll go through a little bit with Tribe Primitive Builder. So, it's made through teamwork of 3 Polish developers, Spaceboat Studios, Polyslash SA, and Back Games SA. And the PC version is going to be published by Playway SA, so that's the... It might be somebody from their team or one of the various developers who reached out to me. But it's an open-world title focusing on single-player experience as well as a mixture of several genres. While mainly it's a first-person builder, there's also focus on resource management and expanding a village, as well as a lot of other mechanics such as hunting, exploring, survival, etc. The gamers will get to play as the titular builder, who's sentenced to the Isle of the Banished, a place where different tribes live in the shadow of an ever-burning volcano. As developers suggest, the story mode will be based on intriguing visions which emphasize the world of primal mysticism that Tribe bases itself within. So one of the interesting things to me about this is a lot of the times when you do have like village building, you don't have a single player perspective or first person perspective of it. How it usually goes is the genres kind of split apart. You're either a first person survival taking care of just yourself, or you're kind of like an RTS or strategy game trying to resource manage and build a town. This is, I think, one of the few games that's going to combine both into one experience, so that way, not only is it your village, but you're also a key part and player in your village. So the Isle of the Banished has 4 distinct biomes. Each of these regions is home to a different tribe, and players will get an arsenal of tools to play around with. Some of your basics like knife, spear, axe, etc., and others that you can craft and will have various roles. While expanding villages, there are 17 different types of buildings and 8 unique structures available in the story's main missions. Progression is based on performing special rituals, which add up to a total of 28. So I think that means each tribe... Actually, I can't remember if it mentions how many tribes there are, but if there's 4 distinct biomes, maybe there's like 7 tied to each biome to make up for the 28 total. And let me see what else I can bring in. They estimate the main story is going to take at least 30 to 35 hours to beat, as well as just fully exploring the island, or finding all the secrets, doing all the little side activities or stuff that will be present. It can take over 100 hours, so they are planning this is going to be a very long game and give you a lot of time playing and enjoying it. So, some of the main features are, it's going to be an open world set in a primal wilderness, which I'm very curious to explore, because the primal wilderness is usually up my alley quite a bit. Building and management of the village and tribes, etc. 4 different tribes, so 1 per biome. Survival and crafting, possibly over 100 hours total playtime, original soundtrack, and it is being made on Unreal Engine 5.1. So that covers all of the stuff I wanted to talk about with the little press release they got. And with that out of the way, let's hop right into Tribe Primitive Builder. And before I do, just one last thanks to the very generous outreach they did in letting me know and offering me a chance to try it out. Now, the system requirements aren't actually all that extensive for Tribe, which I was pleasantly surprised at. One of the things I have to keep kind of being wary of is, with all the new games releasing and all the beefier graphics cards, am I able to keep up with them or not? And thankfully, Tribe was very well managed with the minimum requirements it gave. I'm going to try it playing at all of its high settings, not quite as top as they can go, and a 60 frame per second cap.
The Isle of the Banished, the unfortunate end of my journey. You'd think that I'm the leader of this quest, or at the very least the leader's helper. No. All my life I thought they were my brothers, but now they will see to my banishment. Fools! They say I deserve this, but they have not had to live with the vision of our doom. Since I was a boy, I constantly played with sticks. I saw their potential and ways to connect them that others thought impossible. The gods were good to me, so our village grew. The elders told me I had a gift, but the village was not enough. I was convinced that the gods expected more from me. Haunted by the vision of doom, I decided to build an altar that reached the sky. I thought that would appease them, but gods had different plans for me. They split the sky in two and consumed all my work. I was banished for offending them. Me, the only one who knew the truth. Only upon seeing the flaming rocks on the Isle of the Banished up close, the truth revealed itself to me. The gods wanted me to end up here.
Okay, so with the main story, we do have an interesting premise in place. And so far, graphics are looking very nice. I'll have to see how the frame rate is once I'm actually in control of the movement, but overall, it's looking really good. Now, is that friend or foe? There are 4 tribes on this banished island, or banished isle it's called. But I don't know if we will have to defend ourselves from other people. Oh, that's a friendly looking mask.
Onandadada anaka axile. Tusabakan buka tusan ayuesa. Koma akana. Disa esa kwadla manatuana. Kana tuna isa tola.
Okay, I'm digging this, that I like the, a lot of things here. Its own language, so it's not like just English being repeated here. But also, the dude's getup I really like. The mask is one thing, but the little, like, fish skull shoulder is a really good touch. So I wonder if, like, his tribe is all about fishing and the sea. I mean, it makes a lot of sense with all the blue coloration and, like, the netting for his clothing. Okay, so go through the fire cave. You'll have to jump from a hanging rock to find our people. If you don't jump, you die. Simple as that. Yeah, simple. Yeah, not feeding anyone who doesn't contribute, so contribute. This one time, I give you fish, cook them over my fire, you look weak, like a mouse. I don't like mouse. Mouse scary. The big thing I'm curious about is, like, the primal wilderness. Is it going to be, like, just standard animals, like, say, some deer, pigs, large cats? Or we're going to have more, like, fantasy elements, too, of not knowing what creatures are out there. Yeah, my thanks, stranger. Okay, so the arrival. Oh, yeah, no, frame rate and everything is looking really smooth, even for the capture. Capture might be a little rough, but that could just be because I'm seeing it live, so I'll see what it's like with the first episode in editing. Okay, he's just doing that. Let's see about getting ourselves a bit of food after being tossed into the water. Okay. Okay, so we got multiple types of food rations here, and we can craft 3 total. And it looks like... Okay, so I think that symbol is to, like, drop the item, and maybe that one is to throw it into the fire. It's like if we pick up firewood, and we want to add to the fire, we'll move it over there. I think that's everything for there. And if I do inventory... Okay, right-click is immediately use it right in your backpack. So there's at least that done. And we don't have anything on us right now, because, yeah, we're literally thrown over... Well, not tossed. I guess technically tossed overboard. Might as well just gather what we can as we're roaming about. So, usual, grab some fiber, try to find any sticks or rocks. Yeah, we even leveled up. So it looks like we've got a few different levels, or skill trees. We've got Builder, Craftsman, Woodcutter, Gatherer, Hunter, and Miner. Yeah, seems like the way is pretty straightforward so far. Yeah, I do like all the more... Ooh. Okay, so if I had a knife, I could cut those down and probably get vines. Oh, okay, this is definitely a Spire Cave. So I guess this is like one of the, I'm trying to remember what they're called. Lava tunnels? I can't remember what they're specifically called. But basically, yeah, a point where the magma or lava is running down from the volcano. How much fiber do I got right now? Okay, 14. Yeah, so then okay, axe, hoe, pickaxe, and danger. And then we've got our, okay, how our tribe is doing. The full map of the island. Okay, so that almost looks like snow to me, but it might just be like fog because it's covered, or... Okay, so stone land, grassland, volcanic land, sand land. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let me just keep gathering a few things here, and then we'll... Oh, okay, we're getting the mastery of Gather up really fast. And then all of our... Oh, perfect. Might as well pick these up on our way to... It's just force of habit from being a survival craft player. I was going to say just like a survival game player, but honestly the survival genre, unless you really hone it down, a lot of games could technically fall into survival. My definition is always that you have to try balancing the mix of food, water, and thirst. I guess anything that could technically kill you or you're trying to survive against would fall in the overall concept of a survival game. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the hanging rock he mentioned. And we've got to jump. Oh. Okay, maybe I didn't have to jump because, like, I think you could have literally just dropped down and you were fine. Or maybe the hanging rock is still to come. But I don't think I have anything else I can do here. Yeah, it says this is all on our character, but I don't see anything for, like, crafting menu yet, so we'll just have to keep going along. Oh, well, this is a good sign of civilization. Little roadway almost. And right down here. Oh, it's actually a nice little tucked away spot they got in here. Natural shelter with the cavern. And that's our elder. By the great birds, you look awful. They're at least pretty hospitable, though I guess because it is like an island of banished people, they would be pretty open to having new members. Thank you, wise leader. Yeah, okay, so we've got to get our thirst addressed and get some sleep in. Oh, and they've got a little spring here. Honestly, I don't know if that would be the best water to drink given it is stagnant, but we don't really have any other option. Oh. Is that our vision? Or is that, like, we have our own mask of, like, being... Is it something everybody has a mask forced on their face for, like, having been banished? Because I just... The first person we met had, the Elder has, all the people here have. Okay, that's interesting. Let's get ourselves a nice little nap since we we got our own little mat. And yeah, we'll just sleep for the 1 hour. I think it was an hour at least. Okay. And I'll have another ration just to get our food up. And, oh, sounds like we got a storm going. And our day-night cycle's on the right there. I guess we have 4 out of 4 villagers here, or with this tribe. Oh, build yourself a hut. You can't keep sleeping in my tatami. You only need tools. Workshop is right there should you need it. Craft the tools, then everything you need can be found on the island. I don't want to, like, talk over, like, the interesting tribal dialogue there. That's why I'm not really reading all the subtitles. But I do have to quickly check and see if I can increase the audio, because that does seem like it's a little bit low. And I cannot. Everything is at max. Okay. But yeah, we picked up enough branches and stones, so we should be able to make the knife pretty easily. The vines, I'm guessing we just gotta go back and collect those on the way in. Here we go. Okay, crude knife is simple enough. And put that in slot 1. And yeah, all we need to do is get quite a few vines. Okay, no problem. And then we can sprint with shift. All your basics of a survival craft game right now. Nope, and to use the tool is just left click as you see the symbol. There we go. That should be enough to craft one of every tool that's there. Although, maybe I shouldn't get too ahead of myself, just because sometimes the tutorials do want you to follow only at the pacing it provides. So we'll just make the axe and then go through the next step. I don't want to make the hammer and the spear before it requests them. Oh, there we go. Nice primitive looking stone axe. That should do for what we need. Okay. No, actually, can even replace what I used right here, too. There we go. And Elder, we're all prepped. Best find a place beneath sunlight. I wonder why it specifies, like, beneath sunset, or sunlight. You can check our storage. Find excess resources there. Okay. So maybe there'll be something as we help the tribe grow. They'll just generate extra resources you could make use of. Workshop. Build the workshop, get access to a rest point, crafting table, and personal storage in the desired location. Okay. So it's set out here and to the right. I'm just going to snag all this that I can. Well, okay, that actually looks like it's to the left, if that's like trying to say that's where the storage cave is. So yeah, you know what? I'll head over there since it is marked. Well, looks like they got something over there. And then it looks like they might actually have a hut in progress there, too. Okay, the game seems like there's an autosave, which is handy. Oh, I think I saw a rabbit running. So eventually we will get to hunting. Let's just see if we got anything in the storage cave. No, it's actually really well stocked. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take everything just in case there'll be like something we have to use from here later, but that should be a good little start. And then start construction of the workshop. I'll have to see how we do that, unless they mean... Oh, yeah, there are just a few rabbits bouncing around. I need to build a shelter, my new workshop. I don't see anything on the map specifically. Okay, let me try going... Yeah, see, there was this right here. I don't know if this is supposed to be it, or... I just have to place down what I want somewhere else. But we will snag... Ooh. That, I probably was meant to make the hammer. Salvage. Use the hammer to recover some of the resources from ruins or buildings you've constructed. Hit structure with the hammer 3 times to confirm deconstruction before destroying empty chests and unassigned workers. Take that. Take that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, again, I'm not entirely sure. Village storage, village cave. Yeah, see, I don't have anything that's telling me... Oh, Q, I'm an idiot. It was literally telling me right there. Okay, so private food production... Maybe I want private? There we go. Building huts. The building spirit will turn blue when it's possible to build and the ground is flat enough. Okay. Well, let me put it right here. It's kind of close to the storage, so it shouldn't be a problem. There we go. And just fill it in with everything we've got. There we are. And I think I've got enough from everything I've been stockpiling that we won't have to be shy of any materials. But there is something really satisfying about getting to place it piece by piece like this. Just everything falls into place nicely. Although, I might have had to take all of... Oh, yeah, let me go grab the last of the yellow grass that was there. Because I think it was intending for me to take everything to finish the workshop. A little bit of a jog, and just quickly go grab the rest. Da-di-da-di-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you! It's nice that they're so hospitable here. That there. I think just got another few pieces and then that's it. There, oh, almost. Okay, there's still... Ah, the other side. That. That, and that. And that, and that. There we go. We got our own little place. Okay. You know what, we'll try talking to the Elder just to see if we can have one last little bit before we end our first episode, but so far, really liking the atmosphere. The masks everybody has on are pretty interesting. I'm hoping each tribe has like a different motif to them. And like maybe the first person we met is the designated fisherman, and that's why he had the mask look like that.
Axile, awatua manahana hula.
Yeah, the hut's done.
Corta, sakona huela, una huna kalika.
Time to learn how to feed yourself. Craft a spear, need to catch fish.
Hona huna sueka. Tuosa una cana tokahina huela. Ise konahana butakela borata kawata.
I accept. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to go too far ahead with making my own tools, because I had a feeling it would want us crafting our own things. So, let's see. We've got our workbench here. Crude spears, no problem. Yeah, I'll even make a couple more, just in case we do need to use them for other things. There we go. And we'll store these. Okay, tools we'll keep down here. Actually, you know what? Just because my OCD of how I've got them on my hotbar, I'm going to carry that along too. Those can go there. And what? Oh, there we go. Just do that. Transfer those quickly over. And we'll just get 1 hour sleep in. Actually, I should have checked to make sure it was only 1 hour. And there we go. We'll end our first episode right here for now with Tribe Primitive Builder. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of the series. So far, I'm really liking it. Oh, actually. Yes, let's do that quickly to make sure that we know where we are. And yeah, and this first episode here, I'm enjoying it. We'll have to see how more of the tutorial stuff goes along, but runs very smoothly. So far, frame rate's been pretty good. No crashes, no hiccups. And graphics are pretty decent so far. We'll see what the hunting's like eventually, because I'm guessing once we do catch fish, we'll move on to land hunting and see what else is on the island and what there is to explore. But thank you all very much for joining me on this first episode. And if you do have any comments, tips, or tricks, push it in the comments right down below. There is, as always, a link to its Steam page for this game right in the video description. So if you want to check it out for yourselves, you can head to there using the link. And until I see you all in the next video episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.